speed like never before. The traffic when it's slow, it's time to grow. The SEO Queen, receive the perfect feed like never before. The traffic when it's slow, it's time to grow.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Zhe Scott, and welcome to Three Keys to Business Growth, Capital Marketing, and Sales, presented by myself, Zhe Scott, and
Shawn Carson. Thank you, everyone.
well, thank you so much. And so today we're going to be talking about the three keys to business growth. And the reason why this is so important, especially for a time like this, is because a lot of businesses fail because they don't have the right marketing, they don't have the right capital to sustain growth, and they don't have the right system. So we're going to be talking about three keys to help you get visibility, capital, and systems in place so that you can grow and scale and get more customers, clients, and revenue. So I have a question for you. If you had to survive for the next 90 days with no new leads, could you do it? Could you do it? Do you have the ecosystem already in place of prospects?
No, I
And
don't think most companies do.
say that again, Shawn.
I don't believe that most companies do have that type of ecosystem in place for 90 whole days. That's a lot.
That is a lot. And so we're going to jump right in there. So Shawn, take it away.
All right. So, first thing I like to do is speak about your personal credit versus your business fundability. Your personal credit is just that, your personal credit. When you establish your business credit, you should be fully established with like Dun and Bradstreet and have your business credit separate from your personal credit. So, when you establish your business credit correctly, you should not have your personal credit even as a consideration. So what that means is this: when your business is purchasing something, it's purchasing that product or service independently of you and what you are capable of doing. What that does is two things. It's first of all separates your personal finances from your business finances, but it also allows you to potentially scale the business, sell the business, and things like that. And you can give a more clear picture of what the business can do as opposed to you personally. You also want to have a separate business account because when it's time to file your taxes for your personal as well as for your business at the end of the year, the last thing you want to do is have to separate receipts and was this person purchase personal, was this person's business related, and things like that. You want to have a clear path as to what was personal and what was business. In the event you're audited as well, that'll also help. Which leads us to the next thing: clean bookkeeping. Clean bookkeeping is important because you want to keep track of what your business is actually worth. So we all know, assets minus liabilities equals owner's equity. So what you have in the company minus what you owe to other people out of the company equal what the company is actually worth. And if you have your personal credit and personal funds tied up in there, that complicates that system as well. You also must have your docs all in place, whether it be your balance sheet and showing cash flow and things like that. So once again, it just leads us back to the accounting equation. Assets minus liabilities equals owner's equity. Back to you, Z.
Well, I wanted to talk about the second key, which is my passion, which is SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. And SEO is the marketing strategy that's both a technical strategy and also a marketing tactic that allows your website to be found in search engines by your best customers. So if your website isn't indexed, if your website isn't ranking on Google page 1, it's like you don't exist. So SEO, or search engine optimization, is very, very important. And so as a business owner, it's really easy to get absorbed in the day-to-day and the culture that you're building. You don't want to forget how other people are talking about your products and services. So for example, say you have a t-shirt business. T-shirt is spelled in a multitude of ways. It's very important for you as a business owner, as a brand, to use the different spellings so you attract your ideal customers based on what they're doing. So getting that data so you know what the buyer intent keywords are. You want to optimize your homepage and the other pages. You really want to make sure that you're answering all the questions that people have about your products and services on your website. Typically, long tail keywords are much less competitive, but they convert at a much higher rate because they're more specific and have a higher percentage of your ideal customers using those phrases to find you online. And then the next thing you want to make sure you do is set up your Google business profile. When you set up your Google business profile, your Google Analytics, your Search Console, you pretty much are letting Google know that you are a legitimate business and that you matter. So you want your business to have a great reputation, so Google will send you more and more eyeballs to your website that will convert. And so in order to get found online, the SEO Queen can support you. You could just go to offer.seoqueen.com and get your free video case study. And you can also go to seoqueen.com and book a free Reach More Clients Power session where we will go over your keyword strategy, your visibility audit, and a 30-day growth roadmap so that we can get you online. Now, one of the clients that I work with, where we started out just really doing a deep dive on their competitor analysis and really helping them to get more visibility on search engines, is NS Design. I've been working with them for many years, and they have been able to take their website from like generating no money because they were using other distribution channels to over 6 figures a year from their SEO. So SEO is really powerful and drives a significant amount of revenue. And so the third key is technology. Now, there's a lot of hype around generative search. Everybody wants to be found in generative search, but the reality is only 2 to 3% of traffic going to websites is actually coming from generative search. So it's really important to understand that 94 to 97% of all searches are still coming from classic standard search engines, and that it is so important to look at AI as a tool that you use to create the content on your website so that it'll be found on Google, and that you'll be found not only on Google, but found on YouTube. You want to make sure you're found on social media. You want to make sure that you're being found on all these different platforms. And so this is how AI can help you. You can use AI to really create more content, process data. One thing I like to do when I'm working on a client campaign is, after we get our questionnaire from the client, I like to analyze that questionnaire to look for keywords. Once I take those keywords and do an audit, a content audit, I like to take those keywords that need new content and use AI to draft the content idea after I fully have fleshed it out, and then it just puts, meat on the bones, so to speak. So you could use AI for blogs, you could use AI for video creation and video editing, you could use AI for emails, you could use automation as well. When you book a Reach More Clients Power Session, I can also help you with the automation as well. We have that available as a full digital marketing agency. And so using AI is really important because it just allows you to get a lot more things done quickly. What you don't want to do is put your thoughts on autopilot. You don't want to go on autopilot and just hand over everything to the AI. You want to make sure that you remember that AI does not have the cultural competency, and sometimes the data isn't 100% accurate in its language model. And so to recap, Shawn,
Yes, I'm here.
yeah, can you speak to this slide, please?
Sure. So what I can do for you to help you grow your business is we have several different funding options available for small business owners. Pretty simple qualification requirements. The only thing you have had to have done is have a business bank account and be in business for 3 months. Simple as that. Depending on the cash flow of your business, we have funding opportunities available from $2,000 all the way up to $5 million. Um, and keep your books clean. Keep your business credit and your personal credit separate. Keep your business expenses as well as your personal expenses separate. And if you have any other questions or need to know more information, you can visit our website at www.iheartyourcredit.com, and I'll be glad to respond to you and answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Shawn. Again, my name is Zhe Scott. You are just hearing Shawn Carson from iheartyourcredit.com. We want to encourage you to book a strategy call with us. You can just scan the QR code that is on the screen and just hop on my calendar. I would love to chat with you about your goals for visibility. Like I said before, the study done by Tom Shapiro over at StatAbeat revealed that only 2 to 3% of website traffic is being generated by generative search. That's Perplexity, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, all of those platforms. So you definitely want to make sure that you're not neglecting your Google platform, your Google presence. So with that, my final thought is it's really important when you're talking about being found in generative search and using these technologies to really make sure that your foundation and fundamentals are on point. That's making sure that your website is fast. That is making sure that your website is mobile friendly. You want to make sure that you're using the right keywords in your meta titles and meta descriptions and your alt tags. You want to make sure that your website also has the backlinks. And so when you have your Search Console and your Google My Business, optimize your Google Search Console, Google Analytics. These are the fundamentals that are going to create the presence and the visibility that you need and want for your business to grow. Again, my name is Zhe Scott, and Shawn Carson has been on this webinar, and we thank you so much for being here. And at this time, we'll be willing to take questions. If you have questions, if you're watching this in the replay, just comment them in the end of the video. And now we're going to end the video so those who are here can ask questions off screen. So thanks again.